Hi everyone, Megan from Valley View Living, and have I got a scoop for you. Australia's cheapest organics. I went through and compared Coles, Woolies and our premier bulk ordering shop in Australia, honest to goodness, and I was shocked at what I found. Okay everyone, so we got our delivery from Honest to Goodness yesterday. First thing I'll talk about is how simple that delivery was. It did cost $88 in freight for me to have approximately 100 kilograms of food delivered straight to my door. Now, this was possible and feasible because I have a wholesale account with Honest to Goodness, and I highly recommend that you go ahead and sign up for one of those if there is any chance that you are going to spend $500 or more on your bulk food. And it doesn't matter if you do that once a year, it really doesn't seem to matter. Your wholesale account will still be accessible to you. Now, if you just web search Honest to Goodness Wholesale, it will take you straight to their wholesale website, and there is a very simple online form that you can fill out and be approved for that wholesale account, and the savings are so worth it. Okay, I'm going to unpack all these goodies and we'll go through what we bought and the price changes. No, not price changes, the differences between the supermarkets and Honest to Goodness and buying in bulk. Okay, so we've gotten everything unpacked from our Honest to Goodness order. Now, I'd love to take you through the cost comparison for the products. Some of these products are only available at Honest to Goodness, so you'll see that I have put them off in a different section of the table. Everything that I can actually access outside of Honest to Goodness, so from the supermarket, and all that I have available to me here is Coles and Woolworths. I don't have Aldi close by. So I have looked at all the cost comparison of those. So I'm going to take you through those products and we'll look at the price difference. Here are the products that I have purchased for my family that are not available at the supermarket. I really just buy these as a treat. They're not really a pantry staple or something that we'll eat throughout the year, but they are something I can't buy anywhere else. So I just popped that in the trolley so the kids could enjoy, and I did as well. These are absolutely delicious. They're as sweet as like a lolly from the shops, but they're actually just dried strawberries with apple juice concentrate. So they were an amazing treat. We also got into these cranberries and these apricots as well, that I can't buy any of those at the supermarket. Brown rice flour also is only available at Honest to Goodness, so I stocked up on 5 kilograms of that. Organic lentils. I love lentils. I love lentil soup, dal, curry, all kinds of things. So I have stocked up on 5 kilos of that. Cassava flour is something that I will use in gluten-free baking, and it is a wonderful, quite nutrient-rich alternative to other gluten-free flours that you can buy. And, okay, completely not nutrient-rich, but icing sugar. I thought I would buy this in bulk because I can't buy, excuse me, I can't buy organic icing sugar at the supermarket. So this will certainly last a year. That's 5 kilograms worth, and I will use that when I do celebrations, special cakes and things like that. So that's all the stuff that I could only buy at Honest to Goodness. So I'm going to leave this out of my cost comparison and just take you through what I can buy at the supermarket, which is all of these goodies. Okay, I'm going to take you through the cacao powder. Now, unfortunately, at Honest to Goodness, at the time that I placed my order, I could not buy in a 4 kilogram bulk pack, which is a usual order that they offer, a style that they offer, sorry. So I had to buy several of the 750 gram packs. So I bought 4 of those. Now, I did a little cost comparison by having a look on the Coles website, and the Coles website is $56 per kilo for cacao powder. Now, Honest to Goodness was selling this at $31.95 per kilo in the 750 grams. Now, when they are back in stock of the 4 kilo sack, it's actually going to drop down to $24.80 a kilo, which is less than half the price that you would pay at Coles. For Woolies cacao powder, the price was actually very comparable. It was about $31 a kilo as well. So if you're buying this at Woolies, you are paying about the same price as you would at Honest to Goodness. Now the next one here is this organic tamari, and I can vouch for this being absolutely delicious. I bought that 1 year ago and I only ran out very recently, so it's a wonderful buy to have in your pantry if you like any kind of Asian foods or any kind of soy style seasoning. So this one cost me $12.93 per litre. If I purchase that from Woolies or Coles, it's going to cost me $17.20 per litre. So that is a very decent savings for me to buy once a year. Moving on to coconut products. I bought some organic desiccated coconut. Now that is only available at Woolies. It's not available at Coles. If I buy this in bulk at H2G, it is $12.13 per kilo. At Woolies, it is $23.60 per kilo. Onto the shredded coconut. This was $12.80 per kilo to purchase in bulk. If I buy that at Woolies in those dinky little sacks that are about 250 grams, it is $28.25 per kilo. Quite a change. Quite a price difference. Okay, let's have a look at our almond meal. Almond meal purchased in bulk. This is Australian natural blanched almond meal. Purchased in bulk at Honest to Goodness is $20 per kilo. And if you buy it from Woolies, it is $21.80 per kilo. So a slight modest savings there. Now moving on to the spelt flour. There were some huge differences in prices to buy this in bulk from Honest to Goodness. Also, this is a beautiful Australian company that has been around for a long time, but the prices on buying this flour. Okay, so if I buy this stone ground spelt flour, which is actually comes from Italy, if I buy it from Woolies, it costs me $11 per kilogram to buy at Woolworths. If you buy it in this 12.5 kilogram sack from Honest to Goodness, it is nearly half the price at $6 per kilo. Not only that, it comes in paper and it is made in Australia, completely Australian grown. Now it's a similar difference for the whole wheat baker's flour. I'm just going to double check. I just realized I looked up whole wheat spelt, which I thought is what I bought, but I've bought whole wheat flour. So I'm going to double check the figures and pop them on the screen for you. I don't have them right now. Now, as for the bicarb, there was a savings there as well. Slight savings, buying it in bulk from Honest to Goodness, $3.88 a kilogram. Buying it from Woolies or Coles, $4 a kilo. I always buy this in bulk and I use this for cooking and I use this for all my baking, so I don't use any kind of baking powder. I simply go straight for bicarb and I've never had an issue with that. And I also use that for cleaning. Now this is a product I haven't purchased before, but I did buy it because I'm interested in having bulk oil in my pantry, considering the way that oil prices are fluctuating and how expensive just standard olive oil is right now. This is organic macadamia oil, product of Australia, and it worked out to $24 a litre. Now, $24 a litre for organic macadamia oil, it's very expensive. However, at the shops right now, the supermarkets, just stream non-organic olive oil is $20 a litre. And if I were to buy non-organic macadamia oil there, it would be $26.70 a litre. So you can see there's quite a savings. Plus I've got an organic product. Now I did look into the shelf stability of this. As long as I keep it in my dark pantry, it should last for at least 2 years. Actually, the best before is February 28. So I've got a few years of use for this. And I'm going to use that mainly for making my mayonnaises and salad dressings and things like that. But it will be there if I need oil and I'm in a pinch. Sultanas. I just bought 1 kilo of sultanas. I'm not crazy about dried fruit. It is just something we use in moderation. This actually was more expensive from H2G. It is $18.36 a kilo, while Woolies has organic sultanas at $15.60 a kilo. That was the only product I found in my shop that was slightly cheaper at the supermarket. Here is a beautiful product, which is the Celtic sea salt. This is fine sea salt, ready to use on your food. It is a product of France. It is a very lovely, delicious product. Now, I've been buying the supermarket sea salt, and the price of that, which is what I found the most comparable at the shops, the Maldon sea salt. So the price of that at the shops is $42 a kilogram. And the price of this salt here at Honest to Goodness in bulk is $11.20 a kilo. That's right, the price is nearly a quarter of the price to buy this product in bulk. Now, another product which is so much cheaper to purchase in bulk is organic coconut sugar. They do sell this at the supermarkets. It's about $15 a kilogram, both at Coles and Woolies. If I buy this in bulk from Honest to Goodness, it worked out to be $8.40 per kilo. I bought 2 5-kilo bags, 10 kilograms. I'm hoping that will last me at least 6 months. Now, I only purchase from Honest to Goodness annually. So once a year, I will take all this and put it in my pantry, and I will just access it throughout the year, filling up my stock that I keep in my kitchen to cook from. So what was the outcome? Well, Honest to Goodness, for my situation, is Australia's cheapest organics. So I'll run you through the actual figures. If I had purchased everything that I bought today through the supermarket, through Woolies or Coles, it would have cost me $1,150.86, and I would have had to go and buy that myself. I guess I could get it delivered actually. And that's just obviously buying in bulk as a one-off, or the way that I buy it is every couple of fortnights, you know, when I do my shopping, or every fortnight I should say. So in purchasing everything from Honest to Goodness the way that I did, including the freight, was $839. Drum roll. Brrr. Okay, so that actually means that by buying as a one-off delivered once a year, I do this annually, I have saved $311, which is a lot of money and a lot more food. So other benefits that I find from buying from a company like Honest to Goodness, it's family owned, it's Australian owned. Woolies and Coles are not Australian owned. My basic web search told me that they're at least 80% owned by international interests. It's in my pantry right now, and I know that I can access that food when I need to. It will be there. I don't use special packaging for that food. I would recommend, if you live in the tropics, to definitely freeze your flour or decant it into different ways. You can look into that. I'm sorry, I'm not the source for that. I pretty much leave my food in its packaging, and living in the temperate zone, I've never had an issue with that. So I decant it into glass when I'm using it in my kitchen. Other than that, it stays in the plastic that it came in, and it's never had an issue in that way. With the flour, I have had an issue with pantry moths when I lived in the tropics, so I definitely recommend looking into that rather than just sitting your sack of 12 kilos of flour there for a year. that will develop issues. In the temperate zone, I've lived in Tasmania before for 10 years, and I just left it in the paper packaging it took me probably 9 months to use it all, and I did not have any issues. So it probably depends a lot on your environment. But basically, when it comes down to it, if you can, I know for me, using any cash that I have whenever I can to buy in bulk, it definitely saves money. And I know it's hard when you're getting your groceries week by week, because we've been there many times. We'll probably be there in the future. So thanks for checking all that out with me today. If you enjoy this type of content, I share all kinds of homemaking, homesteading, large family, mum life here. Please feel free to like or comment or subscribe, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.